Good morning. For me, it's 2 p.m. Just woke up. This is my schedule. Whatever. New center for the Pacers, Jay Huff. Would he be the starter? Would he not? Whatever, right? 7'1". Island Misfit Toys once again for the Pacers. They're getting a guy who a lot of teams didn't want. This like a Thomas Bryant situation where a ton of teams he's been on, right, and he's bounced around and really hasn't had a solid opportunity either off the bench or starting. He is a 40% three-point shooter last year, but you got to look deeper in the numbers, which I did because that's what we do here at halfback time. He only shot about 2 to 3 three-pointers a game, so the 40% mark, I mean, if he's shooting 2 to 3 a game, think about what that percentage really means. I mean, it's not high volume yet. He's not shooting the 7 to 8 that a Miles Turner would, which is what fits this offense. But what really fits this offense, because of course this is going to be a different year for Indiana, it being one without Halliburton, right? So it being one without the floor spacing point guard, it seems like maybe his dunking ability, his inside scoring ability is going to be on full display. He had a few really, really good games with Memphis last year, and I think that's why Indiana picked him up. He seems like a guy who has mad potential, like it says on the thumbnail, and I think this is a pretty good pickup by the Pacers. I think this is more in line with what we've all come used to in the past 3-4 years from this Indiana front office, right, which is making sense of maybe guys who have no sense, right? For example, I look over here at Obi Toppin. A lot of people wrote him off. National Player of the Year, though. But people wrote him off saying, he ain't really nothing, whatever. Comes over here, blossoms. Neesmith, a guy who was supposed to be a sniper out of college, struggles mightily, does not shoot well with the Celtics, comes over, blossoms, right? Halliburton, stuck in a bench role, right? But playing great every time he comes off the bench, but stuck in a bench role in Sacramento, comes over here, doesn't just blossom, gets a whole flower, but I mean, we got guys, right, that fully blossom. Heck, even later in their career, that's why it's like, he's 27, but you never know. 27, Siakam, career resurgence with the Pacers, right? Plays phenomenal really his early time in Toronto, and then kind of just stagnates where there wasn't a great team around him, so they weren't really doing anything with him. Comes back over here, plays a winning role, and leads the Pacers in that really ECF to this championship and plays well in that championship. So I think that this is a good signing. I think they know what they're doing, and I believe that Huff will be a good player. And I'm guessing he's going to start shooting more three-pointers, and that percentage might go down because of it, right? Down to like 35, 33, whatever. But for a big man, that's pretty good shooting splits, right? That's 1 for every 3. So that means he'd be like 3 for 9 in the game. It's not terrible. And I think he will become maybe the center of the next few years. Who knows, right? 27. You don't get super younger because I think Turner is 29, so you're not getting super younger, right? A lot of Pace fans, he's not going to start. I think he is, only because of his height. That's the only reason I say that. Maybe he does. Maybe we run a 3-center lineup. Just got James Wiseman back, but I really like this Huff guy. Think he has mad potential, and it's a positive signing in what has seemed like such a dreadful offseason very quickly because obviously losing Turner and Halliburton getting injured. But this is a good thing. So shout out Indy, good work, and tomorrow is day 500, so I'm going to do something crazy. But I don't know what yet. Comment down below. What should I do for day 500?